You've probably seen The Puppets, that weird episode where Gumball gets turned into a puppet. Funny, right? Just another bizarre adventure in Elmore. At least that's what they wanted you to think. The Puppets aired as Season 6, Episode 14 of The Amazing World of Gumball back in 2018. On the surface, it was just another meta episode poking fun at children's entertainment. But here's where things get interesting. For years now, rumors have circulated about an uncut version of this episode that was never meant to see the light of day. According to various sources, this version was accidentally leaked by an anonymous Cartoon Network employee who claimed they couldn't keep it hidden anymore. The file was reportedly named Gumball Sexcept 13 Uncut Final.avi and began circulating in some of the darker corners of animation forums before being quickly scrubbed from the internet, but not before some people downloaded it. And what they saw, well, that's why we're here today. If you've seen the normal version, you know it gets pretty weird with the puppets and all. But the uncut version? It crosses into genuinely disturbing territory. For starters, throughout the episode, the puppet characters occasionally whisper phrases that, when played in reverse, form coherent sentences. Viewers who isolated these audio segments claim they say things like, "We are trapped here, and this is not a cartoon." Around the 4-minute mark, something truly bizarre happens. The camera suddenly breaks out of the animation style. It's as if someone is physically pulling back from a TV screen, revealing what appears to be a dimly lit room filled with dusty, worn-out puppets arranged exactly like the scene we were just watching. At timestamp 8:34, the video glitches severely, and for about 3 frames, text appears reading, "This wasn't supposed to air." Perhaps most disturbing is what happens to Darwin. While Gumball becomes more expressive as a puppet, Darwin gradually loses all animation fluidity. His movements become jerky, his expressions fixed, as if he's slowly turning into an actual puppet being manipulated by unseen hands. The ending diverges completely from the aired version. There's no music, just hollow room tone. The final shot holds on Gumball's puppet face for an uncomfortably long time before cutting to black. Then, instead of credits, there's a split-second image some have described as a real puppet with Gumball's features, but with human eyes. This is followed by the text, "You're next." So, where did this footage come from? One persistent rumor claims the uncut version accidentally aired once, and only once, during a late-night slot on Cartoon Network Canada. A handful of viewers reportedly saw it, creating the initial wave of online discussions. The most compelling evidence came from a Reddit post in early 2019, where a user claimed to have the video file. They shared a link, which was taken down within hours, along with the entire account. Those who claimed to have downloaded it before deletion described the exact same disturbing elements. Perhaps most intriguing is what fans discovered afterward. When rewatching the official episode frame by frame, some noticed background elements they hadn't seen before. Brief glimpses of the same puppets from the real room scene, hidden in shadows or reflections throughout the episode. Were these always there, or were they added in later broadcasts to cover something up? Version actually exists. One theory suggests it was created as a psychological satire on children's television. The Amazing World of Gumball has always pushed boundaries with meta-humor and fourth wall breaks. Perhaps this was meant to be the ultimate commentary on how children's entertainment can sometimes feel manufactured and manipulative, like we're all just puppets performing for an audience. Others believe it represents an internal protest from animators, frustrated with network censorship. Animation studios often create darker, more experimental content that gets watered down before broadcast. The uncut version might have been their original vision, deliberately leaked to show what could have been. The most unsettling theory, though, comes from those who believe the uncut version reveals the true nature of the show. They point to the numerous reality-bending episodes of Gumball and suggest that the series has always contained hidden messages about characters being trapped in their fictional world. The puppet episode might have been where they planned to make this subtext explicit before someone decided it went too far. Think about it. In a show where characters regularly acknowledge they're in a cartoon, is it that far-fetched that they might be crying out for help? If this uncut episode truly exists, and I'm not saying it definitely does, the big question is, why try to erase it? What was so dangerous about showing the puppet master behind the scenes? And here's a more disturbing thought. What if we're all just puppets in someone else's show? What if our world is just as manufactured as Gumball's? Maybe that's why this episode resonates with people who claim to have seen it, because on some level, we all fear we're not in control of our own stories. I've given you the evidence and theories. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe The Puppets Uncut is a real episode that somehow escaped into the wild? Or is this just another creepy internet legend, someone's disturbing fan edit that took on a life of its own? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've seen anything strange in other episodes of Gumball, share those too. Sometimes the truth is hidden in plain sight. We just need to look at it frame by frame. And remember, the next time you watch Gumball, pay close attention to the puppets. They might be watching you too.